ज्योतिगुम् हवामहे कविम् कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमम् ज्येष्ठराजम् ब्रह्मणस्पत आनः शृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम् प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवती दीनामभित्रयवतो गणेशाय नमः सरस्वत्यै नमः श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ नमो भगवते रुद्राय ॐ नमस्ते रुद्रमन्यव उतोत इषवे नमः नमस्ते अस्तु धन्वने बाहुभ्यामुत ते नमः या तैषुः शिवतमा शिवम् बभूव ते दनुः शिवा शरव्याया तव तया नो रुद्रमृडया या ते रुद्रशिवास्तनोरघोरा पापकाशिनी तया नस्तनुभाषन्तमया गिरिशन्ताभिचाकशी यामिषम् गिरिशन्तहस्ते विवर्ष्यस्तवे शिवाङ्गिरित्रताम् कुरु मारिगुंसे पुरुषम् जगत् शिवेन वचसा त्वा गिरिसाच्चावदामसि यथा नः सर्वमिज्जगत यक्ष्मगुम् सुमना असत् अध्यवोचदधिवक्ता प्रथमो दैव्योऽभिषत् अरेतुश्च सर्वान् जम्भयन् सर्वान् च यातु धान्यः असौ यस्ताम्रो अरुण उत बभ्रुः मङ्गलः ये चेवागुम् रुद्रा अभितो दिक्षुश्रिता सहस्रशो वैशागुम् हेड एमहे असव्यो वसर्पति नीलग्रीवो विलोहितः उतैनम् गोपा अदृशन्नदृशन्नुदहार्यः उतैनम् विश्वा भूतानि सदृष्टो मृडयातिनः नमो अस्तु नीलग्रीवाय सहस्राक्षाय मीडुषे अतो ये अस्य सत्त्वानो हन्तेभ्यो करन्नमः प्रमुञ्चतन्वनस्त्वबुभयो रात्रियोज्याम् यास्यते हस्त इषवः पराता भगवो वप अवदत्यतनुस्त्वगुम् सहस्राक्षसतेषु दे निशीर्यशल्याढाम् मुखा शिवो नः सुमना भव विद्यम् धनुक्कपर्दिनो विशल्यो बाणवागुम् उदा अनेशन्नस्येषव आपुरस्य निषङ्गतिः याते हेतिर्मे दुष्टमहस्ते बभूव ते दनुः तयास्मान् विश्वतस्त्वमयक्ष्मया परिभुजा नमस्ते अस्त्वायुधायानातताय धृष्णवे उभाभ्यामुत ते नमो बाहुभ्याम् तव धन्वने परिते धन्वनो हेतिरस्मान् ऋणक्तु विश्वतः अतो य इषुदिस्तवारे अस्मन्निदेहितम् नमस्ते अस्तु भगवन् विश्वेश्वराय महादेवाय त्रयम्बकाय त्रिपुरान्तकाय त्रिकाग्निकालाय कालाग्निरुद्राय नीलकण्ठाय मृत्युञ्जयाय सर्वेश्वराय सदाशिवाय श्रीमन्महादेवाय नमः नमो हिरण्यबाहवे सेनान्ये दिशाम् जपतये नमो नमो वृक्षेभ्यो हरिकेशेभ्यः पशूनाम् पतये नमो नमः सत्पिञ्जराय विषेमते पतीनाम् पतये नमो नमो बभ्लुषाय विव्याधिने नानाम् पतये नमो नमो हरिकेशायोपभीतिने पुष्टानाम् पतये नमो नमो भवस्य हेत्यै जगताम् पतये नमो नमो रुद्राय कथाविने क्षेत्राणाम् पतये नमो नमः सूताय हन्त्याय वनानाम् पतये नमो नमो रोहिताय सपतये वृक्षाणाम् पतये नमो नमो मन्त्रिणे वाणिजाय कक्षाणाम् पतये नमो नमो भुवन्तये वारिवस्कृताय औषधीनाम् पतये नमो नम उच्चैर्घोषाय क्रन्दयते पत्नीनाम् पतये नमो नम कृत्स्नवीताय धावते सत्त्वनाम् पतये नमः नमः सामानाय व्याधिनीनाम् पतये नमो नमः सकुबाय निषङ्गिने सेनानाम् पतये नमो नमो निषङ्गिन इषुधिमते तत्कराणाम् पतये नमो नमो वञ्चते परिवञ्चते सायूनाम् पतये नमो नमो निचेरवे परिचरायारण्यानाम् पतये नमो नमः श्रिकाविभ्यो जिगातुम् सभ्योमुष्णताम् पतये नमो नमो सिमभ्यो नक्तम् चरभ्यः प्रकृन्तानाम् पतये नमो नम उष्णीषिणे गिरिचराय कुरुञ्जानाम् पतये नमो नम इषुमभ्यो दन्वाविभ्यश्च वो नमो नम आतन्वानेभ्यः प्रतिददानेभ्यश्च वो नमो नम आयच्छभ्यो विसृजभ्यश्च वो नमो नमोऽस्तभ्यो विद्यभ्यश्च वो नमो नम आसीनेभ्यः शयानेभ्यश्च वो नमो नम स्वपद्यो जाग्रभ्यश्च वो नमो नम तिष्ठभ्यो दावभ्यश्च वो नमो नम सभाभ्यश्च सभापतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो अश्वेभ्यो अश्वपतिभ्यश्च वो नमः नम आव्यादिनेभ्यो विविद्यन्तेभ्यश्च वो नमो नम उगणाभ्यस्तृगुम्हरेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो घृत्सेभ्यो घृत्सपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो व्रातेभ्यो व्रातपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो गणेभ्यो गणपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो विरूपेभ्यो विश्वरूपेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो भाग्यः क्षुल्लकेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो रतेभ्यो रतेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो रतेभ्यो रतपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः सेनाभ्यः सेनानिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः क्षत्रुभ्यः सङ्ग्रहेतृभ्यश्च वो नमो नमस्तक्षभ्यो रतकारेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः कुलालेभ्यः कर्मारेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः पुञ्जिष्टेभ्यो निषादेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः इषुकृद्भ्यो दन्वकृद्भ्यश्च वो नमो नमो मृगयभ्यश्वनिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः श्वभ्यश्वपतिभ्यश्च वो नमः नमो भवाय च रुद्राय च नमः शर्वाय च पशुपतये च नमो नीलग्रीवाय च शितिकण्ठाय च नमः कपर्दिने दव्युक्तकेशाय च नमः सहस्राक्षाय च शतधन्वये च नमो गिरिशाय च शिबिभिष्टाय च नमो मीडुष्टमाय चेषुमते च नमो हस्वाय च वामनाय च नमो बृहते च वर्षीयते च नमो वृद्धाय च संवृद्वने च नमो अग्र्याय च प्रथमाय च नमः आशवेदाजिराय च नमः शीघ्रियाय च शीभ्याय च नमः ऊर्म्याय च वस्वन्याय च नमः श्रोतस्याय च द्वेभ्याय च नमो ज्येष्ठाय च कनिष्ठाय च नमः पूर्वजाय च परजाय च नमो मध्यमाय च पगल्वाय च नमो जगन्याय च बुद्धियाय च नमः सोऽभ्याय च प्रतितर्याय च नमो याम्याय च क्षेम्याय च नमः उर्वर्याय च कल्याय च नमः श्लोक्याय च वसान्याय च नमो वन्याय च कक्ष्याय च नमः श्रवाय च प्रतिश्रवाय च नमः आशुषेणाय चाशुरताय च नमः शूराय चावबिन्धते च नमो वर्मिणे च वरूदिने च नमो निर्विणे च कवचिने च नमः श्रुताय च श्रुतसेनाय च नमो दुन्दुभ्याय च अनन्याय च नमः नमो दृष्णवे च प्रभृशाय च नमो दूताय च प्रहिताय च नमो निषङ्गिने चेषु धीमते च नमः तीक्ष्णे च वेचायुधिने च नमः स्वायुधाय च सुदन्वने च नमः श्रुत्याय च पद्याय च नमः काट्याय च नीप्याय च नमः सोऽध्याय च सरस्याय च नमो नाद्याय च वैशन्ताय च नमः कोप्याय च भट्याय च नमो वर्ष्याय च वर्ष्याय च नमो मेध्याय च विद्युत्याय च नमः ईघ्रियाय च तप्याय च नमो वात्याय च रेश्मियाय च नमो वास्तव्याय च वास्तुपाय च ॐ हर 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 ॐ नमः सोमाय च रुद्राय च नमः ताम्राय च रुणाय च नमः शङ्गाय च पशुपतये च नमः उग्राय च भीमाय च नमो अग्रे वदाय च दूरे वदाय च नमो हन्त्रे च हनीयते च नमो वृक्षेभ्यो हरिकेशेभ्यो नमस्काराय नमः शम्भवे च मयो भवे च नमः शङ्कराय च मयस्कराय च नमः शिवाय च शिवतराय च नमः सेव्याय च कूर्याय च नमः पार्याय च भार्याय च नमः प्रतरणाय चोत्तरणाय च नमः आतार्याय च लाभ्याय च नमः षष्ट्याय च पेन्याय च नमः श्रीकत्याय च प्रभाष्याय च नम इरिण्याय च प्रपद्याय च नमः किगुंशिलाय च क्षयणाय च नमः कपर्दिने च पुलस्तये च नमो गोष्याय च गृह्याय च नमः तल्याय च गेह्याय च नमः काट्याय च गह्वरेष्ठाय च नमो हृदयाय च निवेष्ट्याय च नमः पागुंसव्याय च रजस्याय च नमः शुष्याय च हरित्याय च नमो लोप्याय चोलप्याय च नमः ऊर्म्याय च सूर्म्याय च नमः पर्ण्याय च पर्णशद्याय च नमो पगुरमाणाय च विघ्नते च नमः आकिदते च प्रकिदते च नमो वक्किरिकेभ्यो देवानागुं हृदयेभ्यो नमो विक्षीणकेभ्यो नमो विचिन्वत्केभ्यो नम आनिर्हतेभ्यो नम आविभक्तेभ्यः द्रापे अन्धसत्पते दरिद्रम् नीललोहिता येषाम् पुरुषाणाम् येषाम् पशूनाम् मा वेर्मा रोमो येषाम् किञ्चनामवद या ते रुद्र शिवा तनो शिवा विश्वाह वेषजे शिवा रुद्रस्य वेषजे तया नो मृणजीवसे इमागुम् रुद्राय तवसे कपर्दिने क्षयद्वीराय प्रवरामहे मतिम् यथा न श्रवतद्विपदे चतुष्पदे विश्वम् पुष्टम् ग्रामे अस्मिन्ननातुरम् मृडानो रुद्रो तनो मयस्कृतिक्षयद्वीराय नमसा विधेमते यच्चम् च योश्च मनुरायजे पिता तदस्याम तव रुद्र प्रणीतौ मानो मान्तमुतमानो अर्भकम् मान उक्षन्तमुतमान उक्षितम् मानो वदे पितरम् मोत मातरम् प्रियामानस्तनुवो रुद्ररीर्षः मानस्तोकेतनये मान आयुषि मानो गोषु मानो अश्वेषु रीर्षः वीरान् मानो रुद्रभावितो वदे अविष्मन्तो नमसा विधेमते आराते गोघ्न उत पूरुषग्ने क्षयद्वीराय सुम्नमस्मे ते अस्तु रक्षा च नो अलिज देव ब्रूयता च नः शर्म यच्चद्विवर्हाः सुहिस्मृतम् गद्दतम् युवानम् मृगन्न भीममुपहर्दमुग्रम् मृडाचरिद्रे रुद्रस्तवानो अन्यन्ते अस्मन्निव पन्तु सेनाः परिणो रुद्रस्य हेतिर्वृणक्तु परित्वेषस्य दुर्मतिरगायो अवस्थिरा भगवभ्यस्तनुष्वमेवस्तोकायतनयाय मृडया मेढुस्तमशिवतमशिवो नः सुमना भव धरमे वृक्ष आयुधम् निदाय कृत्तिम् वसान आचर पिनाकम् बिभ्रदागहे विकिरितविलोहित नमस्ते अस्तु भगवः यास्ते सहस्रगुम् हेतयोऽन्यमस्मन्निवपन्तु ताः सहस्राणि सहस्रदा बाहुवोस्तव हेतयः तासामीशानो भगवः पराचीनामुखाकृते सहस्राणि सहस्रशो ये रुद्रा अधिभूम्या तेषागुम् सहस्रयोजने वदन्वानि सन्वसे अस्मिन् महत्यर्णवेऽन्तरिक्षे भवादे नीलग्रीवाश्यतिकण्ठा शर्वा अधः क्षमाचराः नीलग्रीवाश्यतिकण्ठा दिवगुम् रुद्रा उपश्रिताः ये वृक्षेषु तस्मिन् जरा नीलग्रीवा विलोहिताः ये भूतानामधिपतयो विशिखासः कपर्दिनः ये अन्येषु विविध्यन्ति पात्रेषु विपतो जनान् ये पताम् पतिरक्षय ऐलभृडायव्युदः ये तीर्थानि प्रचरन्ति सृकावन्तो निषङ्गिणः य एतावन्तः च भूयागुंसस्य दिशो रुद्रावितस्तिरे तेषागुम् सहस्रयोजने वदन्वानि तन्वते नमो रुद्रेभ्यो ये पृथिव्याम् येऽन्तरिक्षे ये दिवि येषामन्नम् वातो वर्षमिषवस्तेभ्यो दश प्राचीर्दश दक्षिणा दश प्रतीचीर्दशोदेचीर्दशोद्वास्तेभ्यो नमस्ते नो मृडयन्तु तेयम् द्विष्णो यच्च नोद्वेषितम् भोजम् वेददामि त्र्यम्बकम् यजामहे सुगन्धिम् पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनात् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात् यो रुद्रो अग्रव्यो अप्सु यवोषधीषु यो रुद्रो विश्वा भुवना विवेश तस्मै रुद्राय नमो अस्तु एते सहस्रमयुतम् पाशा मृत्योर्मत्याय हन्तवे तान्यज्ञस्य मायया सर्वानवयजामहे मृत्यवे स्वाहा प्राणानाम् ग्रन्थिरसि रुद्रो माविशान्ततः तेनाप्यायस्व नमो रुद्राय विष्णवे मृत्युर्मे पाहि तमस्तु हि यस्विषः सुधन्वायो विश्वस्य क्षयति वेषजस्य यक्ष्वा महेशौ मनसाय रुद्रम् नमोभिर्देवमसुरम् ध्रुवस्य अयम् मे हस्तो भगवान् अयम् मे भगवत्तरः अयम् मे विश्ववेदजो यगुम् शिवाविमर्शनः ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति.
Dearest Bhagavan, offering our loving salutations at your divine lotus feet. Today, we the devotees of Mill Hill Sai Center offer to you a program celebrating the occasion of Krishna Janmashtami. Just like you did in the case of Radha, we pray to you, O Sai Krishna, that you churn our heart and grant us the nectar of true devotion and dedication, and accept our humble offering. Just as Radha said to Krishna, "There is no refuge for me, but I am still living my life for you, Krishna. My mind ceases to exist without your beautiful smile. O Krishna, show yourself at least in my dreams. How can I stay without you? Please grant me your darshan." We too sincerely pray that through this offering to you, you continue to grant us your divine darshan.
Yada yada hi dharmasya glanirbhavati bharata abhyutthanam adharmasya tadatmanam srijamyaham paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam dharma sansthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge.
Shri Krishnashtakam, A stotram composed by Adi Shankaracharya describes the glory and beauty of Lord Krishna. Being surrounded by beautiful flowers and radiating with garlands around his neck and anklets around his feet, Krishna is praised as the eternal Guru. Today we sing to you, our dearest Sai Krishna.
Krishnashtamidam punyam Ratiruthayapati
Koti janma kritam papam
Smarne navinasyati
Lord Chaitanya describes Krishna as the sweetest honey we could ever taste, the sweetest laddu we could ever enjoy, and the sweetest icing on the cake. In short, he is sweetness personified. Through Madhurashtakam, Sri Vallabhacharya describes in this unique stotram the sweetness of Sri Krishna. Madhurashtakam uses just one adjective, madhuram, meaning sweet or beautiful, to describe the divine attributes of Sri Krishna's form, the master of sweetness and sweetness personified. Let us hear and remember the divine attributes of Krishna, who we forever worship in the form of our Sai Krishna. This concludes the musical offering. We will now have bhajans before moving on to the second part of today's Krishna Janmashtami celebrations.
श्री गणेश पाहि मां। श्री गणेश पाहि मां। श्री गणेश पाहि मां। श्री गणेश पाहि मां। जय गणेश रक्ष मां। जय गणेश रक्ष मां। जय गणेश रक्ष मां। जय गणेश रक्ष मां। श्री गणेश पाहि 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 मां। जय गणेश रक्ष 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 मां। श्री गणेश पाहि मां। श्री गणेश पाहि मां। जय गणेश रक्ष मां। जय गणेश रक्ष मां। श्री गणेश पाहि मां। जय गणेश रक्ष मां। श्री गणेश पाहि मां। जय गणेश रक्ष 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 मां। श्री गणेश पाहि मां।
मुरलीधरा हे घनश्यामा। मुरलीधरा हे घनश्यामा। परतीश्वर साई श्यामा। परतीश्वर साई श्यामा। गिरिधारी पति विहारी। गिरिधारी पति विहारी। मीरा के गिरधारी। मीरा के गिरधारी।
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Radha Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Radha Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Radha Krishna, Govinda Gopala Venu Krishna, Govinda Gopala Venu Krishna, Govinda Gopala Venu Krishna, Govinda Gopala Venu Krishna, Manamohana Krishna, Madhusudana Krishna, Manamohana Krishna, Madhusudana Krishna, Manamohana Krishna, Madhusudana Krishna, Manamohana Krishna, Madhusudana Krishna, Murari Krishna, Mukunda Krishna, Murari Krishna, Mukunda Krishna, Murari Krishna, Mukunda Krishna, Murari Krishna, Mukunda Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Radha Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Radha Krishna, Govinda Gopala Venu Krishna, Govinda Gopala Venu Krishna, Manamohana Krishna, Madhusudana Krishna, Manamohana Krishna, Madhusudana Krishna, Murari Krishna, Mukunda Krishna, Murari Krishna, Mukunda Krishna, Murari Krishna, Mukunda Krishna, Murari Krishna, Mukunda Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Radha Krishna, Govinda Gopala Venu Krishna. सुंदर श्याम मुरारी साई, सुंदर श्याम मुरारी साई,
साई स्मरण करो, साई साई स्मरण करो, साई साई स्मरण करो, साई साई स्मरण करो, गुरु चरण कमल ध्यान 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 करो, साई साई स्मरण करो, साई साई स्मरण करो, केशव माधव भजन करो, केशव माधव भजन करो, केशव माधव भजन करो, केशव माधव भजन करो, सद्गुरु साई सेवा करो, सद्गुरु साई सेवा करो, श्री सद्गुरु साई सेवा करो, सद्गुरु साई सेवा करो, साई साई स्मरण करो, साई साई स्मरण करो, गुरु चरण कमल ध्यान करो, गुरु चरण कमल ध्यान करो, केशव माधव भजन करो, केशव माधव भजन करो, सद्गुरु साई सेवा करो, सद्गुरु साई सेवा करो, श्री सद्गुरु साई सेवा करो, सद्गुरु साई सेवा करो, साई साई स्मरण करो.
गिरिधारी मुरारी गोविंदा, गिरिधारी मुरारी गोविंदा, घनश्याम मुरारी गोपाला, घनश्याम मुरारी गोपाला, गिरिधारी मुरारी गोविंदा, राधे कृष्ण मुरारी गोविंदा, राधे कृष्ण मुरारी गोविंदा, राधे कृष्ण मुरारी गोविंदा, राधे कृष्ण मुरारी गोविंदा, सत्य साई मुरारी गोपाला, सत्य साई मुरारी गोपाला, सत्य साई मुरारी गोपाला, सत्य साई मुरारी गोपाला, गिरिधारी मुरारी गोविंदा, घनश्याम मुरारी गोपाला, गिरिधारी मुरारी गोविंदा, राधे कृष्ण मुरारी गोविंदा, राधे कृष्ण मुरारी गोविंदा, सत्य साई मुरारी गोपाला, सत्य साई मुरारी गोपाला, सत्य साई मुरारी गोपाला, सत्य साई मुरारी गोपाला, गिरिधारी मुरारी गोविंदा. जय हरि कृष्ण गोवर्धन गिरिधारी, जय हरि गोवर्धन गिरिधारी। जय हरि कृष्ण गोवर्धन गिरिधारी। राधा जीवन राधा मोहन, राधा जीवन राधा मोहन, राधा जीवन राधा मोहन, राधा जीवन राधा मोहन। मंजुल कुंज विहारी, मंजुल कुंज विहारी। जय मंजुल कुंज विहारी, जय मंजुल कुंज विहारी। जय हरि कृष्ण गोवर्धन गिरिधारी। जय हरि कृष्ण गोवर्धन गिरिधारी। राधा जीवन राधा मोहन, राधा जीवन राधा मोहन। मंजुल कुंज विहारी, मंजुल कुंज विहारी। जय मंजुल कुंज विहारी, जय मंजुल कुंज विहारी। जय हरि कृष्ण गोवर्धन गिरिधारी।
गोविंद कृष्ण जय गोपाल कृष्ण जय गोपाल बाल बाल राधा कृष्ण जय। गोविंद कृष्ण जय गोपाल कृष्ण जय। गोविंद कृष्ण जय गोपाल कृष्ण जय गोपाल बाल बाल राधा कृष्ण जय। गोविंद कृष्ण जय गोपाल कृष्ण जय कृष्ण जय कृष्ण जय कृष्ण 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 जय। कृष्ण जय कृष्ण जय कृष्ण जय कृष्ण 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 जय। गोपिकमाल हारी प्यारी माई मीर मदन मोहन मुरलीधारी कृष्ण जय। गोपिकमाल हारी प्यारी माई मीर मन विहार मदन मोहन मुरलीधारी कृष्ण जय। कृष्ण जय कृष्ण जय कृष्ण जय कृष्ण 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 जय। कृष्ण जय राम कृष्ण जय राधा कृष्ण जय बाल कृष्ण 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 जय। कृष्ण जय कृष्ण जय कृष्ण जय कृष्ण 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 जय। गोविंद कृष्ण जय गोपाल कृष्ण जय गोपाल बाल बाल कृष्ण जय।
respected elders, brothers and sisters, Jai Sai Ram. Today, we are very privileged to have Brother S. Kumar, who will be addressing all of us at Mill Hill Sai Center. Brother S. Kumar is a household name to most Sai devotees through his wonderful and divine ability to capture the hearts of devotees through his musical and bhajan talent. He was notably involved in the composition of Humko Tumse Pyar Kitna, a song that has been sung in the immediate divine presence and around the world on so many occasions. Brother S. Kumar was born into a Sai family, a family who were acquainted with Bhagavan since the 1960s. Brother S. Kumar from a young age was engaged in music, undergoing classical training in Carnatic music during his Balvikas days in Neyveli, Tamil Nadu, under the mentorship of his guru, Sri Chembai Anandamani. Later on, he got the divine opportunity to join the Sundaram Bhajan group, Chennai, during the early 1980s and never looked back, singing in the divine presence for the first time. He joined Swami's college in 1984 to complete his master's and subsequently his PhD. On completion of his PhD, he became a faculty member in the Department of Maths and Computer Sciences, Puttaparthi, before moving to the USA in 2000 with his work. Despite the move from India to the US, he has been ever busy in Swami's work. He has been actively involved in many Sai retreats, giving talks, doing bhajan workshops and music programs. He currently lives with his family in Washington, D.C., where he works as an IT professional and attends the Bethesda Sai Center in Washington, D.C. Let us all now sit back and enjoy the wonderful experiences of Brother S. Kumar, who will kick off proceedings with a Krishna bhajan that he has recorded specifically for our Krishna Janmashtami celebrations.
Sai Ram, on this beautiful Janmashtami day, let us sing together a Krishna bhajan.
Nanda Nandana He Gopika Ranjana Radhika Jeevana Krishna Janardhana Krishna Janardhana Radhe Govinda Radhe Gopala
Radhe Govinda Radhe Gopala
Radhe Govinda Radhe Gopala
Radhe Govinda Radhe Gopala
Devaki Nandana
Devaki Nandana
Devaki Nandana
Devaki Nandana
Nanda Nandana He Gopika Ranjana
Nanda श्रीमधुसूदना
कृष्ण कृष्ण श्रीमधुसूदना
श्रीमधुसूदना
राधिका जीवना
राधिका जीवना
कृष्ण जनार्दना
कृष्ण जनार्दना
राधे गोविंदा राधे गोपाला
राधे गोविन्दा राधे गोपाला
देवकी नंदना
देवकी नन्दना
देवकी नंदना
देवकी नन्दना
नंदनंदना हे गोपिकरंजना
नन्दनन्दना हे गोपिकरञ्जना
मुरली मोहना
मुरलीमोहना
श्रीमधुसूदना
श्रीमधुसूदना
राधिका जीवना Sai Ram.
Om Shri Sai Ram, offering my humble salutations at the divine lotus feet. Let me thank Swami for giving me this opportunity to share my thoughts, my experiences as Lord Sai Krishna has given to me. Before I begin the talk, could I request every one of you to close your eyes and pray for the victims of Beirut, victims of Calicut, and victims of COVID. 10 seconds. Swami, please heal the whole world from all the calamities and the pandemic. Janmashtami. Janmashtami is actually a beautiful term where we can be reborn every time. Of course, this is a birthday of Krishna. However, it is the Krishna in our hearts we are rejuvenating on this day. So let us pray to Sai Krishna to give us this time to be spent with him. As to whatever he gives, let me share to you. Lord Krishna is very attractive. Love, messages like Bhagavad Gita, so many beautiful things we can go on speaking. However, many a times, whenever I go for talks, these days, the youth would ask me, okay, sir, you were there with Bhagwan and enjoyed all the beautiful things, and you are sharing whatever you experienced. How are we to feel him in our hearts? So, whenever I share my thoughts, I share in such a manner the child in this gathering, in the family, can connect with what I am saying, because we are all children of God and we are always evolving day by day. So let me connect with you on the topic of the love of Krishna. Krishna is actually the theme of today. Let me begin with K, the attribute of Krishna, kindness. Let me begin with another bhajan which starts in K. कल्याण कृष्णा कमनीय कृष्णा कालिंग मदन श्री कृष्णा गोवर्धन गिरिधारी मुरारी गोपी मन संचारी वृंदावन की तुलसी माला पीतांबर धारी मुरारी पीतांबर धारी मुरारी कल्याण कृष्णा कमनीय कृष्णा कालिंग मदन श्री कृष्णा. The very first time I learned this bhajan was after I joined Swami's college. Senior brother by name Sonam taught me this bhajan. It's so beautiful and simple, and I thought I must sing this. I don't remember whether it was Janmashtami or Guru Purnima. I sang it very first time. Swami used to live in the mandir those days, and Swami used to walk to the Purnachandra. So this bhajan was offered in Purnachandra, and whenever Swami starts from mandir, the boys sitting in the Purnachandra would know that Swami has already started coming towards Purnachandra by looking at a light which is right on top in Purnachandra. The light will glow, oh, Swami has come. So that's a kind of communication, it was there those days. And so when I was singing, I just started this bhajan, and so I knew that light is glowing. We don't know when will Swami come, how will Swami come. So when I was singing the first speed, Pitambar dhari murari, Swami was wearing a pitambar that day, the yellow color robe, and opened the door, opened the curtain in the middle of the Purnachandra, and he had a big throne to go sit down on top. What did Bhagavan do? He just came down straight away to the floor area to give darshan, but he didn't go for the darshan. The steps which are leading to the floor of Purnachandra, Swami just sat right in front of me like this, where the camera is, where in this angle, Swami came and sat down and started closing his eyes like this, and Pitambar dhari murari, Swami kept doing this, and I was looking at Swami, and so close, so beautiful. Krishna is beautiful. And then what does Swami say? And the whole bhajan was done, and Swami looks at me and tells, Chala baga pade, very beautifully sung. So much kindness, so much of love, so much of encouragement, so much of care. Bhagwan is not somebody who is sitting inside a picture like this. He's that person who cares, who is all kindness, who understands all our weaknesses, all our misgivings. That is the first step I could understand. Because when you go to Puttaparthi, you think, until you go to Puttaparthi, you pray to Swami looking at the picture, right? But here is where he sits right next to you and says, Chala baga pade, which means you sang really well. And that kindness was a seed which kept improving my singing. So much so, I went to the next stage where I could see Bhagwan as a realistic person. Realistic, K-R, realistic. Radhe Krishna, Radhe Krishna, Jai Shri Krishna, Radhe Radhe, Radhe Krishna, Radhe Krishna, Jai Shri Krishna, Radhe Radhe, Radhe Krishna, Radhe Radhe, Jai Shri Krishna, Radhe Radhe. how realistic Bhagwan was? Swami gave me a role to act as Radha. What did he do? He came to me, Kumar, I am going to give you a role of Radha. It's a female role. Do you think boys in the boys' hostel will make fun of you? Do you mind taking this role? The all-pervasive Bhagwan comes down and asks me to take permission. How much do we take our children for granted so many times? But Bhagwan came and asked me this. I said, Swami, you are giving me an opportunity to act as Radha. I would take this opportunity right away. He also added, if you take this role, I can teach you the songs I've composed, the dialogues I've written. I can teach you that. I can teach you acting. I can teach you how to dance. I could not believe the avatar is giving me all those little things which are so beautiful in terms of a reality of presenting a drama or a skit or a play. I was really Swami. And then what else Swami is to do? Swami, along with this, when Swami taught so many songs, I have 30 minutes, so I will just briefly touch upon one song, which is this. You won't believe how this song is like. Kittaya vatsunata nischayamuga mana kattalu bapunata chitti devudu atani chuda koruvaru avadutal atani chinta cheyanattu varu yamadutal asha bhashalandu vishaya dasulai mosapoga asha bhashalandu vishaya dasulai mosapoga ishudaina krishna hridaya dasigare ఈశుడైన కృష్ణ హృదయ దాసిగారి ఏ కిట్టయ్యా ఓహో కిట్టయ్యా ఓహో కిట్టయ్యా వచ్చునట నిశ్చయముగా మన కట్టాలు బాపునట చిట్టి దేవుడు. What did Swami say? These are villagers. They will sing songs like this only, which are very, very connecting to the, close to the heart. And he says, the meaning of this song, very briefly put, those who wait to look for him, they are all Devadutas. Those are all people who are saintly. Those who do not think of Lord Krishna are actually compared to demons. So, do you want to be a Devaduta or a demon? You want to be heavenly or a demon? So, you decide. And then, do not Asha Bhashalindu Vishayadas, do not get lost in this world of desires too much, and instead think of him and become a slave to God. The Isudaina Krishna Hridaya Dasigari, do not talk ill of others, don't do gossip. Such beautiful lessons through such songs in a realistic manner. He gave it to me. And another side of the reality is Swami said, oh, you boys, Sunday morning, what did you have for breakfast? It's for the children to know. Swami, we had idli. Oh, I told them to make 2 breakfast items. Did they not make? Yes, Swami, but I chose only idli. That boy said. So instead of what Swami said, in a hostel where 600 boys are there, whenever more people are there, if you make many items, Bhagwan said, they'll eat less of each and still be satisfied. If you make only one item in the kitchen, then everybody will pounce on it and you will never have enough for the boys. Such realistic management strategies as to how to manage people, how to manage satisfaction is what Bhagwan is teaching us, or for realistic. I is for being an inspiration on a daily basis. A song written and composed by Swami in Tamil. Indre subadiname, Indre subadiname, Indre subadiname, Indre subadiname, Punnoliye, Pudumalare,
என்னருள் ஜீவியத்தில் சொல்வாயே இன்றே சுபதினமே.
What does this mean? Today is a sacred day. Swami taught this for a new year, Ugadi. This song written in Tamil to communicate today is a sacred day, today is a new day. And Bhagwan, after teaching this song, he told me, do you know who Swami is? One who is ever new. You are celebrating New Year one day in a year. Whereas if you treat every day as a new day, you will have a lot more energy inside you. And that will be so helpful in achieving a lot of things. And Swami said, every day, morning and evening, with no weekends for Swami, no holidays for Swami. Swami always gives darshan, goes and gives interview, goes for bhajans, listens to the same bhajans every day, same people singing, same voices. How does Swami keep himself new every day? If we can keep ourselves new every day, we ourselves will become an inspiration for somebody else. Swami is an inspiration for 85 years. He has given darshan every day, morning and evening, whether he was in Puttaparthi or Vrindavan or Kodaikanal or anywhere else he went all over India. So Swami is inspiring. This song, Swami said everyone should sing in every language. So
నేడే శుభదినమే నేడే శుభదినమే ఇందే శుభదినమే ఇందే శుభదినమే आज ही शुभ दिन है आज ही शुभ दिन है Today is a sacred day today is a sacred day.
on that particular day, 6 of us sang this song in one line, repeating one after another in different voices. Swami said, all 6 of you sing. And that was how Swami made that new year very, very important by teaching a very important, inspiring lesson that if you treat every day as a new day, you will achieve a lot of things in our, we will achieve a lot of things in our life. And we will be an inspiration for so many others. S. S, yes. S stands for Swami having given us the kindness, the realistic management styles, and showing us to be inspiring. He is now checking on us. And then what is that stage called? Being strict with us. He is strict with devotees, students, to see how much have you absorbed what Swami has come to give for. Swami does testing too. It's not the software developers alone test. Swami does testing of people by giving and giving and giving. He will withdraw and then give a treatment by being strict. A bhajan in S.
साई कन्हैया पार करो मेरे जीवन नैया.
Oh Swami, please help us go through these trials and tribulations and treatment. Because you're strict, we will understand the life. You help us cross the ocean of life.
पार करो मेरे जीवन नैया.
So what happened? Bhagwan gave me so many opportunities to sing, to act, and I had to go for a vacation once home, and I was feeling so proud that I am a Sai student. I have learned lots of things at the Lotus feet, and I get lots of opportunities from Bhagwan. Swami takes care of me, talks to me, gives me so many songs and all that. I was feeling so proud, and then teaching them bhajans after bhajan. Mata Maheshwari Tribhuvana Janani Premamai Satya Sai Janani. So many new bhajans, the bhajan singers are always crazy about learning new bhajans. I said, I know so many bhajans I have learned, which I have sung at the Lotus Feet. Raghukula Bhuj. I was feeling so proud, and I just gave all those bhajans, taught them all. I was feeling so proud. See, I'm very important. Though I came from Sundaram, I'm able to teach the Chennai bhajan singers so many other songs. This is what I was feeling when I came back for vacation and came back to Perthi. What did Bhagwan say? That's it. Bhagwan knew. Eprochao, when did you come? Swami, I just arrived this morning. Swami saw me in the morning. He didn't talk to me. Evening, he came back and asked, so what did you do? Swami, I went to this person's house, sang bhajans. Went to Sundaram, sang bhajans. I kept saying where all I went and sang bhajans. Swami withdrew as I was addressing about what I went, how I enjoyed my vacation. Bhagwan just cut me off right there, and went to the warden and said, please do not allow S. Kumar to be sitting in the bhajan hall anymore. I do not want to listen to him sing. I do not even want to see him anywhere in the bhajan hall. Tell him to sit anywhere near the car shed at the last row. And if he doesn't behave properly, he will be sent out of Swami's college. Swami went inside. How did I get the message? Warden sir comes and talks to me. Kumar, get up. You have to go out of the bhajan hall. And he tells me this message. Only when we do not know the value of whatever we are doing and whatever importance we are getting, only when it is withdrawn completely will we know that every word we sing in front of Bhagwan, every syllable we sing, every bhajan we sing in front of Bhagwan is a great divine opportunity given to us in our life. So many days passed, no one would look at me, no one would talk to me. Maybe he has done something wrong. I don't want to get in trouble. No, nobody would talk to me. And so many days passed, and then I was feeling so miserable. I used to bend my head and go to the mandir, sit in the last row in the bhajan, near the car shed. I used to listen to the bhajans. When you're in the first row, you do not know the value of singing bhajans, right? What is the value of it? When you're thrown to the last row, then you will know. For all the singers, you give them the mic, they're extremely happy. You pull out the mic right in front when they are singing. That is the kind of strictness or the value we need to give. So when something is pulled out, that is the time we start realizing the value of it. And Swami would not come wherever I'm sitting. And one of my classmates approached me. Kumar, you seem to be looking very sad. Why? What is happening with you? He had known that I was not allowed to sing in the mandir. So he's my classmate Neil. He said, Kumar, I want to tell you something. Swami has tested each and every one of us. You are going through this test right now. Swami is ever forgiving. Please go ask for forgiveness. So I went to mandir on that day. Swami would not come on that day. Next day I went, sat down in the corner somewhere. Swami would not come that side. So I went and hid myself. And Swami came in the portico. I just jumped all over the boys and then went and caught hold of Swami. Swami, please forgive me. Please forgive me. Swami said, Dunna Pota, talking too much. When I send you for vacation, you're not behaving like a Sai student. Is this what I taught you? I gave you so much so that you can behave well, and you were so arrogant, egoistic. Is Swami all about all this? Talking too much leads to a lot of other problems. Swami, I will control, because I never spoke to anybody for those 15 days. When we keep silent, then only can we listen as to how we are behaving, how our mind is thinking. So Swami, I kept holding Swami's feet. Swami kept looking at me. I kept crying and crying and crying. Swami looked at me and said, Chesko, take Pada Namaskar. And Swami forgave me and let me sing after that. And when I came back, I sang, गिरधारी नंद कुमार कन्हैया मधुबन के मोहन मुरली भजैया. Krishna, K-R-I-S, being strict, H. After being very strict, he's very humorous. How does it go? He took me to Kodaikanal, and then he gave me the responsibility of serving food for so many boys, because I was a senior boy and all others were junior. He kept giving me the opportunity to serve food. So you know what happens is, whenever we go to whenever we have the edge of advantage of serving food, what we would do is we would selectively eat what we like the most. Suppose you have fried items like vada and other things, vada or pakoda and all those fried items. I was also young that time. Even now, everyone will like a fried item, right? So everybody, we served idli, vada, pongal, everything we served. And then after that, Swami went out. All the serving boys picked only what they liked the most. And we were eating. And then I picked some 4 vadas. Everybody picked more vadas. And then I picked up some 4 vadas and 1 idli. And I took with a lot of sambar and everything. I was eating. And suddenly, near the door, we could see the orange robe. I said, Swami is coming. When we are eating too many things, we don't want to show that we are eating so much, right? So, but in any case, I just gulped 1 vada, and then there was like 3 vadas. I said, it's okay. And then I stood up and looking at Swami. Swami opened the door. It's a transparent door where you can see the robe, but you can't see the whole face. Swami opens the door and comes in and looks at me and said, hey, Dunnapota, you have 8 vadas on your plate. How did it become a miracle of 3 vadas becoming 8 vadas? I was wondering. You know what happened? All the other students had quickly transferred the vadas from their plate into my plate. And I was the victim of vadas on that day. Dunnapota, you're eating too much. And then Swami kept looking at me, and that is why you have a big paunch. Swami said like that, and then made fun of me. And then kept laughing at me. And I mean, why should Swami come at that point in time when I'm eating this? It is just to give a feeling that he loves all the fun. He knows everyone's weakness. For example, there are various other things I can speak. There are so many jokes which Swami plays with students. Swami is entirely humorous. When it comes to our daily life. He's like our close friend. He's like that. So the moment we start, the people, the youth who has not felt Swami or seen Swami, I would only say you can treat him as your closest friend. Tell him all the things. And that is how he is going to be a great friend for all of us throughout our life. So let me move into humorous to humorous. Hari ka dhyan laga man mere mit jayenge sab dukh tere. He clears all our sorrow. And then what is the next step we have to go to? N, Krishna, N, nearness.
नटवर लाल गिरिधर गोपाल मीरा प्रभु घन श्याम गोपाल नटवर लाल गिरिधर gopal. Think of him as very, very near to you, near and dear. Swami keeps saying, right? I am in you, around you, inside you, below you, above you. If you treat me as a friend, I will always be next to you. You have any small thing, Swami, I enjoyed my food today. Just tell him, Swami, thank you so much for giving me such nice food, nice vadas, nice pakodas, or whatever. We can just make him feel so near. Even Swami used to come to us and tell, Anil Kumar Garu likes lots of spicy things. Please do not miss having avakai pickle to be served for him. Swami always looked at each one. Swami knows that each one of us are born with some weakness for taste, weakness of attitude. But what Swami wants is, if you make it as an offering to me all the time, thinking that Swami, you are eating this through me. If you think of it that way, life becomes so light, so easy, right? That is exactly what the Natwar Lal, he plays with us. He is enjoying the nearness, if we can bring in the Krishna, the N in nearness, and finally leading to, he is our friend for our life. He is a friend who will travel with us all our life. What is this? Antaryami Sai Purna Brahma Avatari Purna Brahma Avatari He Giridhari Hridaya Vihari Krishna Kunja Vihari He Giridhari Hridaya Vihari. He's a Hridaya Vihari. Krishna Kunja Vihari. He's a Krishna of our heart. Swami is always with us. He's enjoying what we enjoy. Let us share our joy with him on every small thing. I have a nice car, Swami. You're sitting with me. You're having a nice drive with me. You're having a nice food with me. I'm enjoying this music, Swami. Please enjoy with me. You are singing through me. You're listening to me. If we start treating him that he's always all pervasive, and if we bring that awareness, the Krishna of awareness all the time, we will always be happy. We will always give that enthusiasm in whatever we do. We will always be new. We will always be near and dear to everybody. We will be kind to everybody. We will be realistic in helping people. And we will be strict with our children when we need to be. And then we'll be giving a lot of love. So Krishna is nothing but kindness, realistic, inspiring, strict, humorous, nearness, and awareness. And with these few words, let me pray to Swami to continuously bless each one of us the great nearness of Krishna and the awareness of Krishna by developing the bond of love, the prema bandham. हमको तुमसे प्यार कितना साई तुम ही जानते दिलों की धड़कन तुम हो साई तुम हमारे प्राण हो हमको तुमसे प्यार है we love you dearest Lord we love you నీవు లేని మా జీవనం, నీరు లేని చేపవేదనం, నీ సన్నిధే మాకు పెన్నిధి, నీదు చూపే ప్రాణ సమానం, నీకు మాకు ఒకే బంధము. There's only one thing between you and me, Swami, O Sai Krishna. Adi prema bandhamo.
गणेश पाहि मां जय गणेश रक्ष मां श्री गणेश पाहि मां जय गणेश रक्ष
Lord, we love you.
Jai Sai Ram. I am sure that you have all enjoyed listening to Brother S. Kumar today. We will have an opportunity next Sunday to listen to the concluding segment of his talk on the wonderful occasion of Ganesh Chaturthi. We will now conclude today's celebration with Swami's divine discourse before Mangala Aarti. Jai Sai Ram.
The prayer to our Father. O Thou, from whom the breath of life comes, who fills all realms of sound, light, and vibration, may your light be experienced in my utmost holiest. Your heavenly domain approaches. Let your will come true in the universe just as on earth. Give us wisdom for our daily need. Detach the fetters of faults that bind us, like we let go the guilt of others. Let us not be lost in superficial things, but let us be freed from that what keeps us from our true purpose. From you comes the all-working will, the lively strength to act, the song that beautifies all and renews itself from age to age. Amen.
Om Namo Hariyantanam, Om Namo Sittanam, Om Namo Ayariyanam, Om Namo Vajayanam, Namo Lue Savsahonam, Eso Panchanamo Karo, Sarva Pavapanasano, Mangalayam Cha Sarvesim, Padamam Havai Mangalam, Om Namo Hariyantanam.
ప్రేమ స్వరూపుల
embodiments of love.
క్లీం కృష్ణాయ గోవిందాయ గోపీజనవల్లభాయ స్వాహ. క్లీం అనగా పృథివీ.
Clean meant earth.
కృష్ణాయ జలము.
Krishnaya means water.
గోవిందాయ ఇది అగ్ని.
Govindaya means fire.
గోపీజనవల్లభాయ ఇది వాయువు.
Gopijana Vallabhaya is air.
స్వాహ ఇది ఆకాశము.
Swaha is ether, space.
క్లీం కృష్ణాయ గోవిందాయ గోపీజనవల్లభాయ స్వాహ అను ఈ కృష్ణనామమునకు ఉండిన అంతరార్థమును పృథ్వీ, జలము, తేజస్సు, వాయు, ఆకాశం యొక్క పంచభూత స్వరూపం.
These sweet names of the Lord indicate the five essential elements: the earth, the water, the air, and the fire.
ప్రపంచమంతయు ఈ పంచభూతముల చేతనే నిండి ఉన్నది.
It's full of these five elements.
అనగా భగవత్మయమే ఈ ప్రపంచం.
The entire world is divine.
గుర్తించినటువంటి వ్యక్తి మాత్రమే దివ్యత్వమును గురించి అర్థం చేసుకోగలడు.
The one who has understood the inner significance can only comprehend the divinity.
అంతర్బాహ్యార్థములతో కూడినటువంటి ఈ దివ్యత్వమును కేవలము ఊహాగానము చే మాత్రమే దీనిని గుర్తించుటకు వీలు కాదు.
The divinity which has got every meaning, both inner and outer, is just taken by imagination.
ఈ జగత్తునందు జన్మించిన ప్రతి మానవుడు తన దివ్యత్వాన్ని తాను గుర్తించి దైవత్వాన్ని అర్థం చేసుకొని జన్మను సార్థకం గావించుకోవటమే జీవిత పరమార్థం.
The ultimate aim of life is that every man, having been born, should realize the divinity within himself and understand the divinity.
ఈ ప్రపంచములో ప్రతి కణమునందు, ప్రతి అణువులను, ప్రతి క్షణమును కూడాను చిరంతన చేదోమూర్తిని దర్శించి తాను సార్థకమై పరులను కూడాను సార్థకం గావించేటువంటి యొక్క మార్గమును బోధించినటువంటి వాడే జీవితమును ధన్యము గావించుకున్నవాడు.
He is the only one who realizes the very purpose of life. If you understand the divinity in every moment, in every cell, in every fraction of his body, propagates and practices the principle.
చేదోమూర్తిని సాక్షాత్కరించినంత మాత్రమున చాలదు, జన్మను కూడాను సార్థకం గావించుకోవాలి.
It is not enough if you visualize, you should also realize the objective of human life.
తన జన్మను తాను సార్థకం గావించుకోవటమే కాక పరుల జన్మను కూడాను సార్థకం గావించడానికి తగిన చేదోడు వాదోడుగా ఉండాలి.
Not only he realizes, he should also help those to realize one's own self.
ఇది ఏ మానవ జాతి యొక్క విశిష్టత,
This
ఇది ఏ
is-
జీవితం యొక్క పరమావధి.
This is the significance of human race and the ultimate end.
ఈ ప్రపంచములో మానవుడు తన యొక్క మానవత్వాన్ని ఏ విధంగా సార్థకం గావించుకోవాలి అనేటువంటి విషయంలో ఏమాత్రము చింతించటం లేదు.
In this world, man is not thinking in this way as to make his life really meaningful.
మానవుని యొక్క మానసమే దైవం యొక్క ఆసనం. దైవాసనము మానవుని యొక్క మానసమే. దైవ ఆసనం,
The throne of the Lord is the aspiration of man.
అట్టి హృదయవాసి అయినటువంటి దైవత్వమును మనము గౌరవించటమే భక్తుని యొక్క పరమావధి.
The aim of every devotee is to respect such divine residing in the altar of the heart.
కోరేటువంటి యొక్క అభిష్టం ఈ జాతకమునందు లేదు.
Jataka bird does not desire other forms of water.
అటులనే నిజమైన భక్తుడు, నిజమైన సాధకుడు, నిజమైనటువంటి శిష్యుడు పరమాత్మని యొక్క ప్రేమ రసాస్వాదమును మాత్రమే ఆశించి ఈ కళా పరిపూర్ణమైనటువంటి యొక్క దివ్యత్వాన్ని విశ్వసించి దాని నిమిత్తమై తన కాలమును, తన కాయమును, తన కర్తవ్యాన్ని కూడాను దారబోసుకుంటున్నాడు.
Similarly, every aspirant, every devotee and every disciple should aspire for the pure love of God.
Om Shri Sai Ram. We will shortly start the meditation. Please sit comfortably with back straight and sufficient space around you. The chanting of the Sai Gayatri will be played in the background. Please do not chant along with it, as this is a session for silent meditation. Let us focus our mind on Swami and set aside all other thoughts. At the end of the meditation, there will be a 1-minute silence. Now we will start the meditation.
Om Sai Ishwaraya Vidmahe Satyadevaya Dhimahi Tanna Sarva Prachodayat. Om Sai Ishwaraya Vidmahe Satyadevaya Dhimahi Tanna Sarva Prachodayat. Om Sai Ishwaraya Vidmahe Satyadevaya Dhimahi Tanna Sarva Prachodayat. Om Sai Ishwaraya Vidmahe Satyadevaya Dhimahi Tanna Sarva Prachodayat. Om Sai Ishwaraya Vidmahe Satyadevaya Dhimahi Tanna Sarva Prachodayat. Om Sai Ishwaraya Vidmahe Satyadevaya Dhimahi Tanna Sarva Prachodayat. Om Sai Ishwaraya Vidmahe Satyadevaya Dhimahi Tanna Sarva Prachodayat. Om Sai Ishwaraya Vidmahe Satyadevaya Dhimahi Tanna Sarva Prachodayat. Om Sai Ishwaraya Vidmahe Satyadevaya Dhimahi Tanna Sarva Prachodayat. Om Sai Ishwaraya Vidmahe Satyadevaya Dhimahi Tanna Sarva Prachodayat.
Om Shri Sai Ram. Mill Hill Sai Center hope you enjoyed today's offering of bhajans. Thought for the week. If Arjuna was an individual like others, he could not have been an effective instrument, a recipient and transmitter of great teachings. He is a hero who has defeated not merely the outer foes, but even the inner ones. Weak hearts cannot grasp the Gita and put it into practice. It is with this full knowledge that Krishna selected Arjuna and showered on him his overpowering grace. Once Krishna said, Arjuna, you are my closest bhakta, devotee. You are also my dearest friend. That is the reason why I taught you the supreme secret teaching. Reflect on this. To get the title from the Lord himself is the highest credential and good fortune, which reflects how pure-hearted and deserving Arjuna was. Bhakti, devotion, must be won by implicit obedience, but being a devotee alone is not sufficient. Hence Krishna uses the word mitra, friend. The friend has no fear, that makes him a more perfect recipient. Baba.
I offer my humble pranams at the lotus feet of my beloved Swami, respected elders, brothers and sisters. Jai Sai Ram. The quote of the week is, if you seek my help and guidance, I will immediately give it to you. Baba. Jai Sai Ram.
I offer my most humble pranams at the lotus feet of our beloved Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba. Respected elders, brothers and sisters, Jai Sai Ram. These are the announcements for Sunday, 16th of August. Mill Hill Sai Center Ganesh Chaturthi celebrations. With the blessings of our beloved Bhagavan, the Mill Hill Sai Center will be celebrating Ganesh Chaturthi on Sunday, 23rd of August, from 8:20 a.m. to 10 a.m. Please note we will start 10 minutes earlier than usual at 8:20 a.m. This will be an online celebration in view of the ongoing COVID situation. The program will begin with Vedam chanting, followed by group chanting of a Ganesha Stotram by members of the Mill Hill Sai Center. The special Ganesh Bhajans will be followed by a guest talk by Brother Kumar Sundaram, an alumnus from Puttaparthi. Brother Kumar is originally from Neyveli in Tamil Nadu, where he had his initial music training. He joined Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning in 1984 and finished with a PhD in mathematics, where he was a prominent member of the music group as a lead vocalist. He is currently living in Washington, D.C., and an active member of the Bethesda Sai Center. The program will conclude with divine discourse and arti. Feedback. If you have any comments, feedback, or suggestions regarding the programs being organised by the Mill Hill Sai Centre, or anything else we can do as a centre, please do share your thoughts with our centre chair on tn.giridhar@gmail.com or 07722 197 830. We wish you all a happy and holy week ahead. Jai Sai Ram.